Hi, I'm Rosie Slosick of One Man Band Accounting, and I'm a tax return coach for cake loving freelancers in the UK. I offer retreats, courses and coaching, and particularly my famous How to Do Your Own Tax Return course. So today I want to talk to you about our bank charges for currency conversion tax deductible. I have a monthly Q&A in my How to Do Your Tax Return course, and last month I was asked this question because it's an international world now. We are receiving payments in different currencies, and are those payments, all those currency conversions, are they tax deductible? What are these bank charges and what can they actually look like? So for example, I'm talking about things like affiliate payments. Quite often affiliate payments, you will receive them in a different currency to the one that you have your PayPal account in. Or for, again, third-party platforms like, for example, Etsy, quite often you have to charge in a different currency, or you may choose to charge in a different currency to get better sales to one in your bank account or your PayPal account. And again, currency conversion. It's a standard thing in business, and when you're starting out it can feel a bit confusing, but it's just a standard thing. You'd be surprised, actually most businesses actually deal in a different currency at some point, whether it be occasionally or on a regular basis. And again, it can even be major things like you'll have your major clients actually can pay you in a different currency, or for some businesses I know, they charge in a foreign currency to the one that their bank account is, or the country they live in, just because it works better for their business and they make more sales. When your payment is in a different currency to the one that either your PayPal account is in, if you're doing that, or it might be different accounts on like WorldPay or Cube or something like that, to actually the one that your bank account is in. And whenever this happens, there is always a currency conversion. And because banks are banks, and they're businesses too, there will be a charge for it. So first of all, bank charges for currency conversion, it's just when you receive a payment in a different currency to that your account is in. And the charges can come from a third-party platform like PayPal or Etsy. It can also be something like your credit card, your bank account. There's a wonderful thing called a non-sterling transaction fee. And so the third thing is whether or not they're tax deductible. So are bank charges for currency conversion tax deductible? And the good news is yes, they are. Doesn't matter whether you have a business account or whether you're using a personal account for business. And if you're reading the transcript, you can go and have a look at that, and you can see the links for my more articles on bank accounts, choosing a bank account and using a personal bank account for business. So whether you are using a personal bank account for business or you have a business bank account, then these currency conversion charges are tax deductible. And the reason they are tax deductible is because they are business charges specifically to a specific business transaction. That's why. So that's why, so quite often if you're using a personal bank account for business, quite often the bank charges aren't tax deductible just because the way it works. These are, so which is good news because often there's quite a lot of them. I do have a little tip actually for all of these bank charges, is the fact that Buffer, a lot of WordPress things, all of those, quite a lot of them charge you in a foreign currency, usually US dollars. And almost always you'll get a non-sterling transaction fee with that, which means of course that if you're paying monthly, you have 24 transactions a year rather than just 12. And my suggestion would be just to minimize the amount of paperwork involved. Once you've tried out a service, a supplier, and you like it, and you're going to be using it for at least the next 12 months, biannually if you can. Often you get a little bit of a discount as well, but it does mean that you save quite a lot of time in doing all the paperwork and all the multiple transactions. So that's my little admin tip to you. So again, currency conversion charges are tax deductible. So go back, have a look, make sure you haven't missed any, make sure they're in your spreadsheet, make sure they're in your accounting software. And again, the link to my essential guide to accounting software in the transcript. And if you want much more details about expenses and how you can claim other expenses, there's a link to my essential guide to expenses in there. And there's also a link to where you can download a free expenses spreadsheet. If you want much more help about actually how to do your tax return and much about whether or not which other expenses are tax deductible, and just generally speaking how to do your own tax return, then have a look at my How to Do Your Tax Return course, which comes with a monthly Q&A and a private Facebook group, and there's everything you need there for you. I'm Rosie Slosick. I offer tax return coach for cake-loving freelancers in the UK, and I offer retreats, coaching and courses. So just go and have a look at resources, and see you again soon.